Hello.
Hello, are you playing baseball? Yes. Well, hello and welcome to Teal House Farm. Today's a beautiful day. The girls are playing some baseball. Little Mitter's riding his motorcycle. Our neighbor is planting something, probably some late season soybeans, but that's what you hear in the background. And then what I want to do is at least set in the fence posts for our last sheep paddock. And this is exciting. This has been an exciting day. So today I was able to get butcher dates for our 2 sheep and our 1 goat that we'd like to send off. And this will be the first year, I'm going to knock on wood here because I know we're not 100% there yet, but this is the first year that we have raised our own large livestock for ourselves, and it just feels like I accomplished something, especially kind of having done it by myself because Sam's been really busy back at school and they're looking great and healthy, and so we pray they stay that way. A couple more months, and one way we got to do that is we got to get them out on a new paddock. Right now we have 2 paddocks. We have one that goes along the back in a straight line and one that kind of goes like this down to the front, and they've done a pretty good job eating them down. And so today we're going to add a 3rd one, which is in that empty spot back there where all those real high weedy plants are. The sheep and the goats love the real weird weedy plants that we have. Okay. And the cat'll be fine. They love eating them, and it's great because our pasture has looked like trash so many years in a row. They're not gonna mow it down real low like a cow would, so it's never gonna look beautiful, but it's really helped keep it looking better. We're gonna get that last section done. Yeah. And so let's go see if we can find some step-in posts and at least get them marked out today. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, how long all of those kids will be happy, especially the baby, for me to get stuff done. And I don't really want the baby getting a sunburn, so we also have to be careful of that. But we can at least get them marked out and come up with a plan. I have to figure out some sort of gate system to be able to get them from the barn, which is right there, all the way down there. So kind of have to think on that. Sam said he had an idea though, so maybe he can show me when he gets back. Our 2 other paddocks are connected to the barn and can be closed off from each other. But I don't know how I'm going to make that happen with a 3rd paddock that's so far away. But I guess even if we have to walk them through to the new paddock and bring them back at night, it wouldn't be that huge deal. We have a movable shelter we could put out there in case there's bad weather, during the day while they're out there, and just bring them back to the barn at night. So we'll figure it out. Right there into the ground.
Right here?
Yep, and step on it so it stays. Yep, now step on it, bumpies towards the road. All right, we're gonna do it right this time. Insulator's on the inside. Learned my lesson the last time, Ivy.
Why?
It's a lot more work if you do it backwards. All right, got all those posts in. But problem is, I put my last post in and I thought I heard a buzzing, so I looked around and like 10 feet from me was a giant like paper wasp's nest covered in wasps. So I ran away from that super fast. So now I'm not really sure about how I'm gonna run the line because I'm too afraid to go back that way. Ask Sam what to do. Said I don't really want to mess with that. So, but it's all set up. They're enjoying their old pasture still. Still plenty of food in there, so I guess not really in a hurry to get the new one put up. Just wait those wasps out maybe until, I don't know, winter. Anyway, this is my favorite place. This is beautiful up here and it's quiet and you can't see the road. If we build a new house, it goes back there behind where the sheep are, behind those trees. Be so peaceful and quiet. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Anyways, Sam just got home. I'll ask him what he thinks about that wasp nest and also see if we can come up with an idea for a gate system to get them out here. Because one thing I've learned with the goats, they do not have direct access to their preferred home, which is the barn. There is not a powerfully enough electric fence to keep them from jumping the fence to get where they want to be. So we need to make sure they have a pathway so that they're not jumping the fence. So let's go see what Sam thinks about that. Here's the point where I bring all my problems to the magistrate. He tells me how to fix them. Okay, problem number one. I laid all the fence posts out and then I realized after I put the last one in the ground that there's a paper wasp's nest like 10 feet from where I put the post and they are like all over it. So now I'm afraid to go out and lay the line. Does that make sense? Like they're building it on like this reedy tree thing growing in the field. It's like the size of my fist.
That's okay.
Are you gonna volunteer to go do that part of the fence for me? They won't bother me?
As long as you don't step on their nest. Do you know where the nest is?
Yeah, I don't want to go close to it though.
Fine. As long as you don't go and hit their nest.
I'm gonna be out there and like...
I was underneath a hornet's nest one time weed eating. Right underneath it. And they never touched me.
You know those suits people wear when they train attack dogs? Do we have one of those? With a face shield? I'll wear it out there. I just don't see this going well.
Okay.
All right, my other question is the gate.
Okay.
Do you have any, how are we gonna do that? Because I feel like if they can't get to the barn, they're just gonna jump the fence.
Yeah, you just need to get, we need to get 2 handles because we don't have any. And then put a hole up here next to like what you're building. And then you can open it and go in there.
Okay. Can you get me handles when you go to town tomorrow? Okay. Okay, next day. I did it! And I didn't die and didn't get stung by bees. Though I purposely did it today because it's raining and I thought maybe they'd be less aggressive and hiding and they didn't bother me at all. So, yay. Now it's all set up and we're going to go ahead and plug it in. So I ended up not getting a gate hook. Talked to Sam about it. Just decided to open up the smaller pasture. So now instead of having a small and 2 large pastures, we just have a large pasture and a huge pasture, which isn't the best for like concentrated grazing because it's not really going to force them to eat everything. But for where we are right now, and we're just trying to keep them healthy until the end of the season, making sure they have enough to eat. This was the simplest solution, which also made sure they had access to the barn at all times. Because like I said before, if these goats do not have access, and probably the sheep, though the sheep are kind of dumb, I'm not gonna lie. They may not have figured that out. But the goats know if they don't have access to the barn, to them it's worth it to take the zap of the fence to get out and get to the barn. And so having a third pasture that didn't have easy access to the barn just wasn't a good solution because the goats would be getting out all the time. So this should keep everyone happy. But the moment of truth here, we're gonna go up to the barn and plug in the Energizer and see if we still have zap on the fence or if I messed up somewhere and I gotta figure out why the zap isn't strong. Wah, wah. All right, we gotta go back out in the field and figure out what's touching. Okay, quick scan, found the problem real fast actually. I'll show you. That wire, see here, let me get the right one. That wire's touching the fence. So the problem is the insulators are supposed to be on the inside of the fence, which is this way. It should be right here. Because we expanded the paddock, this used to be the inside, now this is the inside. But in order to flip the insulator around, I have to flip the whole T-post around. And I can't find the T-post puller. So right now I'm just kind of manhandling it, make sure it's on the plastic, not on the fence. And then maybe this weekend when Sam's not so busy with school, I can have him help me uncover wherever the T-post puller is, and he can help me take this post and rotate it the right way so the insulators are now facing the new inside, and so that the fence doesn't touch the metal post. As soon as it touches the metal post, it just zeroes out. So that would be our problem right there. Easy problem to fix though. Uh-oh. Is there a problem?
Yeah, everyone has a problem.
Okay, I'm done. I'm coming in. All right, I gotta go. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you guys next time.